Welcome to this tutorial for Start Events. Today I'm going to show you how to add a charity. So you'll start by logging into your account, and then you'll see all of your events that you've got access to here. These are all, of course, our fake demo events that we use for tutorials like this one. And then you're going to select the event. So we're going to look at the Old Town Renaissance Fair today. And then from the sidebar menu, you're going to select Charities and then edit charities here. And then we're going to click the green Add Charity button. And then you're going to fill out all of this information. So I'm just going to fill it out like I'm working with the Red Cross at my event. And then once you're happy with your goal, the name, and the information you have here, you can upload a logo and a background image, and then you can even add additional photos and videos here. I'm going to skip that for this example, but this will all appear on the dedicated charity page for this charity where you can collect donations and use it for fundraising as well. So that's nice. And then if you're happy with it as it is now, you can go ahead and hit save. There are two other things that you can just look at. So for example, if I just wanted to make sure that all of the donations just went directly to the Red Cross instead of my having to cut that check later to them, I can have a different payee and I can add the Red Cross's payee information right here. And so that's really convenient for you. So that's handy there. I'm just gonna leave it off for now, just since this is a demonstration and I don't actually have payee information here. And then the second thing is fundraising for a free entry. So this is only available with registration. And it just allows people to fundraise for your partner charities, and then if they reach their fundraising goal, then they get a free registration to your event. So when you turn this on, it has some information on just how it works and what you need to understand about the feature. So just make sure you read that through before you set it up. I'm going to go ahead and hit close for right now. You're going to set up a fundraising deadline. So once that deadline is hit, if your participants haven't reached their fundraising goals, then they'll just be charged their regular registration price. And then all of the money that they did fundraise just goes straight. And then you go ahead and go through and set up some of the settings here. And then you can decide what categories you're going to allow this opportunity for. And then you'll set the fundraising requirement here. And then you'll need to enable it for each of your registration categories. So if you wanted vendors in this example to be able to register for free with fundraising, you would put in the amount they need to fundraise. And then if there's only a certain number of spots available, you can put a limit of like 5, for example, or whatever you want that to be. Or you can leave it off and it will be unlimited. So that's how that works. So that's a cool feature that can kind of help make your event more accessible with registration. And it also helps your partner charities. So I'm just going to leave it off for right now. But I'm happy with everything else. And so we're going to go ahead and hit save. And now that's saved. And so we've got our link to the dedicated charity page, so I can go look at that and make sure that things look how I want it to look, or I can upload a different logo or background image. And then you can go back to charities, and now we've got the Red Cross here. We didn't upload a logo, so that's why that's showing up like that. We haven't gotten donations yet, and then the total of donations shows right there, and then you can view individual donations. You can go back and make some edits, and then if the Red Cross says they don't want to partner with you anymore, for example, or use the system for donations, you can disable it. And of course, if they change their mind, you can always re-enable it. So it's a really handy feature here, and it's pretty easy and straightforward to add charities. All right, thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.